and welcome to Scandinavian Echoes. This is Jeanne Widman, and you're listening on the weekend of June 17 and 18, 1995. We broadcast on Saturdays at 1 p.m. out of WTHE 1520 from Mineola, Long Island, New York, and on Sundays at 7 p.m. on WVNJ from Teaneck, New Jersey on 1160 on the AM dial. And Scandinavian Echoes would like to wish all our listeners a very happy Father's Day. I hope you will like today's show, which features some pre-taped interviews and music from the musicians who came across the Atlantic Ocean just to be at the Walter Eriksson Music Fest. But before we get to that, I'd like to ask you if you could please let me know who and where you are, if listening especially on the Sunday program from VNJ. It's important to us here at Scandinavian Echoes to know who and how far we are reaching. So if you get a chance, please send a postcard or drop me a short note to Scandinavian Echoes, P.O. Box 0712, Baldwin, New York 11510. Again, the address for Scandinavian Echoes, P.O. Box 0712, Baldwin, New York 11510. Or you can fax or call 516-868-7290. Anytime during or after the show, give me a call, 516-868-7290. And now, right here on Scandinavian Echoes, our special guests from the Music Fest. Well, as promised, I'm here in the studio of Scandinavian Echoes with some special guests from Sweden, from Varlmland. I'd like to welcome Sound of Varlmland. And we have Ingvar Håkansson. Would you like to say hello?
Yeah, hello Ini.
Du kan prata svenska lite senare, a little bit later. And Kristina Lundqvist, welcome.
Thank you. Hello, Jeanne.
Nice to have you here. And back again on Scandinavian Echoes, it's Bengt Hedman.
Hello, hello.
Nice to have you all here. So we are in the studio of Scandinavian Echoes after the Music Fest. And thank you for coming all that way. So, what did you think of the Music Fest? You had a good time, Bengt?
Oh, this was marvelous. And when I compare it with the first Music Fest, I will say it was better.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it was we had more fun.
Yeah, it was
we
a lot of playing, wasn't it?
Yes, there was a lot of playing.
Spontaneous. That's
yes,
a big word. Spontaneous playing. It was great. And Ingvar Håkansson, and you are back here again. You were on the show with us last year. Du förstår vad jag säger. And say a little bit about Ransäter again. Du kan prata svenska.
Ja, för det första så är det ju väldigt trevligt att komma tillbaka till den här musikfesten. Och vi känner att vi har en gemenskap, de här musikfesterna, Ransäter och det var Walter Eriksson Memorial. Och när det gäller Ransäter så vet vi nu att SAC kommer att gästa oss i sommar. Vi har mycket trevliga gäster och vi har mycket som kommer att hända. Vi dansar på 7 dansbanor och vi har 2 scener som går hela tiden.
Mm-hmm.
Vi startar redan på onsdag kväll och sedan är det dragspel dygnet runt till och med söndag eftermiddag. Det skulle vara trevligt om ännu mer från United States kommer över och gästar oss. Vi har haft en underbar tid här och jag hoppas och tror att om fler kommer över så ska vi kunna bjuda tillbaka.
Yeah, that would be great. We can't wait to come to Ransäter, the Scandinavian Accordion Club, and we have made such good friends, and we have to say thank you to the people there in Ransäter, VDF, and for all the special work that you have done, that we can be working together, the 2 music festivals. That'd be really nice to continue, work hard. And we also have here Kristina Lundqvist. And Kristina, the Scandinavian Echoes people know you already because I have been playing Birgesens Dam Orchestra all year. So everyone knows about Birgersson's Dam Orchestra, but you have come here with these two handsome guys.
Yes.
And you have been playing under the name Sound of Varmland.
Yes.
And tell me the instruments that you play, Christina.
Yes, I play accordion, of course, and little durspel.
And everybody knows what a Duriel is now because of Kurt Spute, who is also here in the studio looking on. How are you, Kurt?
I'm fine, Jeanne.
Good.
Hello.
Good. And you're playing piano accordion, not the button accordion.
Yes, I play piano accordion because I started with piano lessons.
Aha.
And then I even began with violin.
Violin too. How long have you been playing?
15 years, I think.
So you must have started when you were 2 years old.
No, thank you.
And I have to make the grand announcement to all Scandinavian listeners that Christina Lundqvist and the Sound of Varmland won the very first Walter Eriksson Public Favorite Award. And the committee was very happy to give this to you. And what do you plan to do with this award?
Yes, it was I'm shocked even this time because I was not prepared for it. And I hope I will have it in my house and look at it often and take it out and show people when they come to me and when I go out and play.
Yeah, well, we were very happy to see you win that, and maybe we should have a sample as to why this Sound of Varmland won this prize. Perhaps you could play something from Varmland, like Nya Värmlands Vals. Who was the composer of that one?
Carl Jularbo har gjort den.
Of course. So why don't we play Nya Värmlands Vals? Varsågod.
Tack.
Tack så mycket. Nya Värmlands Vals. That's a good one. That's really good. So Ingvar Håkansson, tell me, how many people do you expect this July in Ransäter for the biggest accordion festival in the world?
Ja, vi hoppas att som vanligt att det kommer en cirka 50 000 personer.
50,000.
Yeah.
Oof. That's a lot of people. And who is you have some special musicians coming? Who Ja, du förstår vad jag
Ja,
säger.
jag förstår vad du säger. Och vi har en ryss som kommer som heter Dudaltenko som är väldigt bra.
And that's
Och naturligtvis
Russian?
så får vi ju uppmärksamma Sack som kommer från New York.
Yes, those are
Din egen
big
klubb.
stars, very big stars.
Ja. Och vi har ungefär 1500 dragspelare, accordion players. Som,
How many? 1,000?
1500.
1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many accordion clubs are coming?
Över 200 klubbar.
Over 200 clubs.
Yeah.
And they are playing dance music every night.
Ja.
And every 30 minutes they are rotating, switching. How many dance floors?
Ja, vi har 7 dansbanor. Och
7.
vi växlar musik varje halvtimme på de här dansbanorna.
Right, every half hour. That is amazing. I can't wait to be there. If I could dance on all 7 dance floors at once, I would. And I think it would have to be Hambo on all 7 of them. And I have to add, Ingvar, you played Hambo from Buda last year. You were here in the studio. Polska. Did you say Polska eller Hambo? Heller. Heller. I think it was, well, whatever. It's a 3/4 time. And you and Bengt played it right here in the studio. And now we have Christina to add to this group. I have to request Hambo from Buda. Can you play that right now?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah? Okay, let's share. Hambo from Buda. Take it away. Sound of Varmland. Hambo from Buda, the best. Boy, when you play that, I think we are ripping a hole in the dance floor. I can feel that one right through my body. Kristalina, tell me about Birgersson's Dam Orchestra. When did it start? And it's really all girls, right?
No, the band began at 1986, and I come there at 1988. And Mr. Birgersson is the leader, and he has 4 ladies.
Lucky him.
Yeah.
And what are how many instruments are in this band?
Oh, it's a lot of instruments.
I had a feeling.
Keyboard, accordion, violins, trombone, drums. Yeah.
It
Lots
goes on and on. You are thinking of coming to the U.S., perhaps?
We hope so. we hope to go over here next year if it's possible and everything is okay.
Om du har lite pengar.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little money for that.
Yeah.
Well, you're very welcome to come, and maybe we can see you at the music fest.
Yeah.
Birgerssons
I hope so.
Orchestra. Yeah, maybe at this point, Randy, we can play a little sample of Birgerssons Orchestra featuring Kristina Lundqvist. That was Kristina Lundqvist with Birgerssons Orchestra, and the tune was called Fantasy Snua. And you're listening to Scandinavian Echoes on WTHE 1520 Saturdays at 1 p.m. and on WVNJ 1160 Sundays at 7 p.m. And now let's hear from our sponsors who make Scandinavian Echoes possible. The Scandinavian Ski and Sport Shop in New York City wants you to know that besides great skis and ski equipment, they have a full line of other sporting goods such as tennis gear and roller skates. The Scandinavian Ski and Sport Shop is located at 40 West 57th Street in New York City. That's between 5th Avenue and Avenue of the Americas. Stop in and see the large selection on 3 floors of sporting paraphernalia, or call at 212-757-8524 for more information. For all your sporting needs, visit the Scandinavian Ski and Sport Shop in New York City, right down the block from Carnegie Hall.
Can't find lefse, jedust, lingonberries, fiskabulla, fish pudding, or a krumkage iron at your local supermarket? Of course not. But Nordic Delicacies of Bay Ridge, Brooklyn can ship these items and many more of your Scandinavian favorites to your home or your tante's home in Florida or anywhere in the USA. Stop by Nordic Delicacies at 69th Street and 3rd Avenue, Brooklyn, or call for a free brochure at 718-748-1874. Outside New York, toll free 800-34-NORDIC. A piece of Norway in the heart of Brooklyn. That's Nordic Delicacies. Finnair has the only daily non-stop service from New York to Helsinki and provides express connections to destinations throughout Scandinavia. So if you're planning a trip to Scandinavia, Finnair's got the connections to get you there fast. On the way, you'll enjoy true wide-body comfort and Finnair's award-winning service. For information or reservations, call your travel agent or Finnair at 1-800-950-5000. That's 1-800-950-5000. For news about Norway and Norwegian America, there's a great weekly newspaper called the Norway Times. They are always up to date with the latest news. Norway Times is a great media in which to advertise your company, product, club, or event, reaching thousands of Norwegians and Norwegian Americans across the USA. To get an issue or to ask about subscriptions, call the Norway Times at 718-238-1100 and tell them you heard about it right here on Scandinavian Echoes.
Now, I still have here in the studio Bengt Hedman along with Kristina Lundqvist, Ingvar Håkansson. Nice to have you here. And Bengt, you are playing with Ransäter Dragspelsklubb.
Yes.
How are they?
And we make a tour here in the United States in '92, and parts of the Ransäter Dragspelsklubb. We were here at the music fest last year.
That's right. Yes.
So this is the third year.
93 you were here. 93, 94, and now 95.
Yeah.
And we have been in Varlmland 92, 93, 94, and we are going again in 95. So this is turning into a real dragspel love affair, I think.
Yes.
And you have been very nice to work together with us i samverkan.
Yeah. Working together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's very important to make such things and working together, and it's very important for the future and the culture to continue the culture from Scandinavian and USA.
Yes. We have to try very hard here in America to keep the Scandinavian traditions going.
Yes.
And perhaps you have to work a little bit hard also in Sweden to keep accordion music going and folk music and so on.
Yes.
So we will do our best.
You see, in Sweden, it's the accordion players. They are very old, and we have not so many young people playing accordion. So therefore, Kristina is very and very, very important.
Yes, good symbol for the future.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not talking about you, Ingvar, when he says that the accordion players are very old. No.
Det är väl så här att vi kämpar i Sverige för att få med ungdomen. Vi har en lägerskola på bergspelet där ungdomar har möjlighet att lära sig lite grann om dragspelsmusik och att spela ensemblespel. Man spelar tillsammans. Och det här är en viktig del. Och jag vill säga att vad jag är imponerad av när man kommer till Amerika, det är att ni har klarat att behålla de här den gamla dragspelskulturen som vi kanske har glömt bort i Sverige.
That's right.
Vi spelar de här låtarna, men i Amerika så är de omhuldade på ett annat sätt kanske än vad vi gör i Sverige. Och som sagt, vi hoppas att ungdomen kommer in i våra dragspelsintressen och kretsar igen.
So we have to teach our youngsters this music and encourage them to pick up the accordion or the violin, and I think accordion is having a renaissance here in America. So we have to give it a try, and I think this would be a good time for the Scandinavian Accordion Club to play something from their new CD. And we dedicate it to all those accordion players over there in Ransäter. Scandinavian Accordion Club of New York. Thank you to the SAC, Scandinavian Accordion Club of New York, and we can't wait to get over there to Ransäter. And we have been invited to attend this learning school that Ingvar is talking about because we will be playing in church. I think, Bengt, why don't you explain what is going on there?
Every year we start the festival by playing in the church, and we have a program with the leader of the Lägerskolan. His name is Jeanne Eriksson.
Right.
And we have always many people sitting there and listen to this concert. And this year I'm looking forward to hear Scandinavian
Accordion
Club.
So we will be playing in this church.
Yes.
And we have to learn some new tunes
Yes.
then. And Lennart Eriksson will be leading this school. So,
yes.
oh boy.
Yes.
So not only are we playing in Sweden, in Ransäter, we have to play some tunes we don't know yet. Well, that should be exciting.
Yes. And I think it's very important for these young people to get inspiration and to meet you and to meet people from USA.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
New friends.
Yeah, new friends. And it will, of course, be inspiration for us as well. So thank you for that invitation. Speaking of Ransäter, of course, everybody knows about Ransäter Minnen, the tune that my father wrote. But there is another tune that we have discovered called Ransäter's Polka. And you guys have been playing that quite a lot in the last week. And I'd like to ask you to play that right now, right here on the air, Scandinavian Echoes. Will you do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So put on your seatbelts, everybody. Here comes Ransäter's Polka. Ransäter's Polka. That's a good one. So, Ingvar, I understand that your English is improving every day when you are here. Can you... I say to you in Swedish, kan du prata lite engelska? How long have you been playing accordion?
Oh, I start and play the accordion. I think I was 15 years.
15
Too
years.
old.
Too old.
Yeah, but I start.
15
I think I was 15 years.
Yeah. Well, it's you play great accordion. And how long have you been the big cheese in Bellspel vid Landsvägskanten?
Oh, I have working with that maybe 20 years. 20 years, and that's very much work to do.
Yes, and this is a special year. You are celebrating Jubilee.
Yeah. This year we have the 25 years jubileum.
So this is the 25th time that this gathering of all these accordion players and so on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's wonderful. See, you speak very good English, Ingvar.
Thank you very much.
Very, very good. Why don't we hear some more from Sound of Varmland? I understand you're going to play a schottis, and I'm going to ask Christina to say this title because you pronounce it much better than I.
It is a schottis from Frykerud, a place in Värmland.
Oh, that is a place in Värmland. Yeah. Frykerud.
Frykerud, ja.
All right. Varsågod. Ja, det var schottis från Frykerudan.
Frykerud.
Thank you. A longtime sponsor of Scandinavian Echoes, C.A. Hansen and Brothers Travel Bureau of Bay Ridge, Brooklyn invites you to stop in and see their new location at 7012 Fort Hamilton Parkway between 70th and 71st Street. For individual attention and the best prices for all your travel needs, stop in or call 718-833-6300. Again, that's 718-833-6300. Du kan snacka norsk med Wenche eller du kan tala svenska. Fråga för Britta. Call today and find out about spring and summer packages to your favorite Scandinavian city. Since 1897, C.A. Hansen Travel Bureau of Bay Ridge, Brooklyn has been speaking your language.
When you travel SAS round trip across the Atlantic to Scandinavia, you can see more of Sweden, Denmark, and Norway for less with the SAS Visit Scandinavia Fair. You can fly SAS from the majestic fjords of Norway to Copenhagen's Little Mermaid for $80 or less by buying from 1 to 6 coupons. Certain conditions apply, so see your travel agent or call SAS at 800-221-2350. SAS, the airline of Scandinavia.
For news about Sweden and Swedish America, read Nordstjernan, the weekly Swedish newspaper. Nordstjernan is a great way to advertise your product, organization, or coming event, or to find out about the latest Swedish news, or even to practice your Swedish. Nordstjernan reaches thousands of Swedes and Swedish Americans weekly. To receive an issue or ask about getting a subscription, call this easy toll-free number, 1-800-82-SWEDE. Don't forget to mention Scandinavian Echoes when you contact Nordstjernan. The Danish Club, located at 741 65th Street in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, wants to remind you that they are in full swing with music every Saturday, and the restaurant is open Wednesdays through Sundays, featuring Scandinavian and American cuisine, delicious home-cooked meals at affordable prices. Why not have that special birthday, anniversary, dance, or wedding at the Danish Club on 65th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue in Brooklyn? Call 718-745-9334. Again, the number is 718-745-9334. Stop in any time after 8 p.m. at the Danish Club on Saturday, June 17 for some live music for listening and dancing. Visit the Danish Club, and when you do, be sure to say hello to Raiden, the manager, and tell her that you heard about it right here on Scandinavian Echoes. Duriel. I have seen you playing Duriel, and last week we had Kurt Spute here playing lots of Duriel, and it's very popular in this Ronsetter's gathering, isn't it, Christina?
Yes, I think so. I don't know how many Durspels players there are there, but maybe you know, Ingvar.
Yeah, Kurt or Kurt or Ingvar. How many Durspel players?
This year we have a cup for Duriel, Nordisk Cup.
Oh,
And
a prize, some sort
the
of
first
a
prize is
Aha.
5,000 Swedish kron.
Oh, nice. 5,000 Swedish kron.
Kronor.
Aha, wow.
They are not so much worth.
No, Duriel. Oh, it's a lot of fun to watch, and Kurt gave us a lesson on. If you were at the music fest, everybody got a lesson on Duriel. It was great. And how long have you been playing Duriel, Christina?
It's about 8-10 years, maybe.
You play great.
Thank you.
Absolutely great. And you have been playing a tune on that Duriel all week now, and I love it. I think it's my absolute favorite. And you have to you got to play it. You have to play it. What's the name of that one?
The name is Mi Hanken in Norwegian.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
To me it sounds like maybe some cars going down the street honking their horn. Would you play that one for me right now?
Yeah.
For all Scandinavian Echoes listeners. And we'll ask Randy to do a little drumming accompaniment. Okay, Mi Hanken with Christina Lundqvist on the Duriel. Christina Lundqvist with Mi Hanken on the Duriel. And Bengt, you were saying something about that tune. You know some info?
Yes, this tune, Mi Hanken, is composed by a Norwegian girl, and her name is Lena Teigen, and she's very famous in Norway, I think.
There are many Norwegians at this gathering of accordion players.
Yes.
It's about 50% Swedes, 50% Norwegians, isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah?
I say so.
Yeah, it's a great gathering. One of the tunes that you play in the beginning of the opening is Svensk Norsk Spelmansvals.
Yes.
And the SAC has now recorded that.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. First time we heard
nice.
it was in 1992.
Yeah.
And then my father came home and wrote out the arrangement. And now we have recorded it. Maybe we should play it. Svensk Norsk Spelmansvals by the SAC.
Of course, you will be at the main stage at the opening, so you're going to play it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Along with Livet I Finnskogarna.
Yes.
Okay, one of the best. Svensk-Norsk Spelmansvals with the Scandinavian Accordion Club of New York. And I'm still here in the studio with Sound of Varmland. And I have to ask if you have any recordings, any of you here, because Scandinavian Echoes listeners are always interested in getting some of this music to play at home. How about Christina?
Yes, I have a recording from my orchestra,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Orchestra,
Right?
and I leave some records here in USA.
Okay, so we can get those out to the people. Birgersens Dam Orchestra. We will have some cassettes here. And Ingvar, you have with you some music by Eskil Karlsson. Tell me about Eskil. We have played him on the radio a few times.
Ja, Eskil Karlsson är en granne till mig. Han bor bara ett 100-tal meter ifrån mig i Munkfors i Värmland.
A neighbor.
Och han spelar alltså jularbo-musik. Genuin jularbo-musik. Och han gör det på ett alldeles speciellt sätt. De som tycker om den musiken tycker jag ska försöka att köpa de här kassetterna.
So Eskil Karlsson, maybe we should do a little sample of Eskil so they can hear what you are talking about. And if anybody is interested in getting some of this Eskil Karlsson music or Birgersens Dam Orchestra, also Bengt, there's always some Ransäter Dragspelsklubb music around if someone would like some of that. And you can contact Scandinavian Echoes by writing to P.O. Box 712, Baldwin, New York, 11510. But let's hear from Eskil Karlsson, who plays just like Jularbo.
for terrific ski equipment and all types of sports clothing. Check out the large and beautiful selection at the Scandinavian Ski and Sports Shop in Manhattan, located at 40 West 57th Street. Stop in or call at 212-757-8524 or the toll-free number out of New York State only, which is 1-800-SCAN-SKI. Ask for their free catalog. Whatever your favorite sport, Scandinavian Ski and Sports Shop has what you need. Stop in soon and tell Boo Valine that you heard about it right here on Scandinavian Echoes. That's the Scandinavian Ski and Sports Shop on 57th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues in New York City.
The 55th Annual Sweden Day Festival will be held on Sunday, June 25th at a new location, the Mannheim Club, 658 Clarence Avenue in Throgs Neck, the only Scandinavian beach club. Beginning with Elva Kaffe, there'll be lots of boutiques for shopping, real Swedish food, dancing around the midsummer pole, folk dancing, folk music, the Miss Sweden Day contest, scholarships, dancing in the evening to Artie Carlson's band, and special guests, Mester Olafs Kören, a 30-member choir from Stockholm, Sweden, and honoring the 1995 Sweden Day Man of the Year, Ambassador Franklin Forsberg, at the main program beginning 3 p.m. Donation at the gate is $5 per person, children 14 and under free. There'll be children's activities and non-stop Swedish fun. Easy access by public transportation. The exit off I-95 is Lafayette Avenue. Then drive down to the water to Clarence Avenue. Come to Sweden Day, Sunday, June 25th. For more information, call 516-868-7290. Again, 516-868-7290. Or call direct to the Mannheim Club at 718-822-8965. Come to Sweden Day, June 25th.
A piece of Norway in the heart of Brooklyn. Treat yourself to a delicious home-cooked Scandinavian meal at the newly opened Nordic Restaurant, located at 6925 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, just a few stores away from Nordic delicacies. Enjoy Norwegian meatballs, carbonara, lapskaus, fisker pudding, or the special of the day. Sip on a cocktail or an ice-cold Carlsberg beer, or stop in for a cup of coffee and rice cream dessert. Nordic Restaurant's hours are 11 a.m. until closing every day except Monday. Shop at Nordic Delicacies to take home some of your favorite Scandinavian items. Then relax for lunch or dinner at Nordic Restaurant. And when you do, be sure to mention that you heard about it right here on Scandinavian Echoes.
Christina Lundqvist, you still have your Duriel on your body. We have to get another tune out of you. What could you play for us?
Now I will take a song called Mikkelsplassen. It's a tune called after a skier.
A skier?
A skier, a Norwegian skier, called Paul Gunnar Mikkelsplass.
Okay, that sounds good. Take it away. Well, everybody, on behalf of Scandinavian Echoes here in New York, and we are now airing in New Jersey as well, I'd like to say thank you very much, and may I say to all of you, välkommen tillbaka, and thank you for these days, and hej dog.
Hej dog.
Yeah.
Hej då.
Hej dog. Thanks to our guests from Sweden for being on this program of Scandinavian Echoes, and a happy Father's Day to all our listeners. Special greetings to the Vasa Folk Dancers of New York and the Vasa Shannon Folk Dancers of New Jersey, both celebrating anniversaries with a get-together at Vasa Park, New Jersey this weekend. Thanks to my engineer, Randy, and thanks to you for listening. Don't forget to contact Scandinavian Echoes and let us know how far away we're reaching, and give us a musical request while you're at it. Tune in again next weekend on Saturdays at 1 p.m. on WTHE 1520 and on Sundays at 7 p.m. on WVNJ 1160. And please patronize our sponsors, as it is they who make this program possible. This is Jeanne Widman saying, hey, så länge.